So he leaves me at the table, right? The food is out. We already got our main platters. The food is out. He leaves me at the table. I'm thinking this Negro is going to the bathroom. Why he comes back with a full case of cameras? He comes back with a case, and he sits it on the table. He moves his plate out the way, and bitch moves my plate out the way too. Like, excuse me, I was eating that. And he says, I just want to show you this camera. This camera is like you, and he puts the tripod in the middle of the table where our food was. And he starts connecting things and doing all this shit. And I'm like, bitch, we on a date. Hi everyone, and welcome to Dating a Porsche. It's your host Portia, aka Purple P. Follow me on Instagram at Purple P __ whatever you call it, please. Okay, that's me. Make sure you check out my nail page. If you're from my nail page, it's Queen of Bling _. Follow me on all my platforms. I can't take nothing seriously. Anyway, let's get straight to it. This is the third episode. Thank y'all for tuning in to the third episode. I appreciate all the views from the first 2 episodes. I love y'all too. This episode we're gonna be talking about my Haitian man that I dated. I dated this Haitian guy, y'all. Whew, I dated this Haitian guy, and we're gonna also talk about the camera guy. I dated the camera guy and a Haitian guy. I'm gonna try to get 2 stories into this one, so y'all got to listen. Put your seatbelts on, grab your drinky drink, and let's get into it. All right, so my Haitian guy that I dated was the first Haitian guy I ever dated, and he was in Miami. So this is when I moved to Miami, and I was just like ditzy and stupid. Ditzy and stupid, and I just wanted me a nigga from Miami, period. Like, when we come from Orlando, I'm telling you, we be looking for a nigga with wigs, gold teeth, just rough. I just wanted somebody rough. Don't judge me. We listen and don't judge, okay? So I was going down to Miami, and he found me on Instagram, and we actually linked up. He pulled up in a Maserati, and yeah. And I was like, okay, he got some style, he got some class. It was a red Maserati. We ain't gonna say no names, but if you in Miami with a red Maserati, then I'm talking about you. He still got the Maserati. It was his. It wasn't rented. it was his Mazzy, y'all. It was his Mazzy. He pulled up on me. I had got an Airbnb because I was down there doing something. I was doing nails, and he pulled up on me, and we was chilling or whatever, and he was just real cute, y'all. He was handsome. I was just like, ooh, this is my first little Zoe. You know what I'm saying? This is my first Zoe for real. And I was just happy that I had me a Zoe. He was a real nigga. He was just like stocky. He was just everything. He ain't had no goals and he ain't had no wigs. He had a little fro with the little doodle twist. What they call it, little doodle twist when they used the sponge thingy on the head. He had that. That's what he had, child. And I was all in. So we went to the Airbnb, and I gotta stop saying this when y'all hear me say I'm in the moment. I'm in the moment. It was just a good vibe. We clicked instantly. Everything was good. He was just a cool person. It was just there. So after that, he ended up having like a court date or something. He went to the court date, and he came back from the court date, and he just wanted me as much as I wanted him. And so we did what it was supposed to do when you was supposed to do what you're supposed to do, and we did that. And ain't gonna lie, Haitian men, that's Zozo. That's Zozo. Oof. Oof. I was hooked, y'all. I was hooked. Y'all couldn't tell me I wasn't hooked. I was running. I was running. It was so good, y'all. It was so good. But we not gonna live in the past because he wasn't good to me. I gotta remember he wasn't good to me, but it was good. It was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But he was just he got tender by me. He was like, I like you. You from Orlando? My little Orlando ass had him. Huh. He was doing stuff he wasn't supposed to do. We was walking the beach. He was like, nah, I'm from Miami, like born and raised. We don't walk South Beach. That's not what we do. Like, you got me out here Fat Tuesdays and shit, drinking slushies. I was like, oh, you like me. You fucked up by me. You fucked up by me. He was fucked up by me. What else? That was just my boo, y'all. But then let me tell y'all how it ended, cause it had to end, right? So we was getting like locked in. We was every other day. I was coming to Miami, and then on my birthday, he came up to Orlando with his homeboys, and they came in deep too, and they came to my house party, and they was chilling, and we was just having a good time. And then his homeboys was like, "Let's go out to eat," and excuse me, we went to Waffle House, and we did it in the parking lot, y'all. It was so good. That was my first time doing it in a car. My big ass. That Haitians also, I'm trying to tell you, if you ain't never had a Haitian, don't get you one. Don't do it. Don't do it, because I don't know how I got out of that. I don't know how I made it and survived and lived to tell the story, but I'm telling the story. Okay, look at me rubbing the pillow. That was good times, Lord. Mm. But yeah, so we did it in the parking lot. I'm laughing because he gonna know who I'm talking about, because this is so like spot on. Um, After that, we kicked it a few more times with me coming to Miami, and we was chilling, and then all of a sudden he started acting weird. Like, it was like a switch. It just happened instantly. And then next thing I know, he was like, something had happened to the Maserati. Like, I don't know if it like stopped working. And you know, Haitians, they be fixing everything. So he was fixing on his own car. And I was like, boy, just take the car to the shop. And he was like, nah, I can fix it. So he was up under the car. And then that became a reason why he couldn't spend time with me, because he was fixing on the car, blah, 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 blah. And then he lived all the way down. I probably shouldn't say that, because then people gonna know who I'm talking about. Okay, I ain't gonna say it. Fuck it. He lived all the way in Homestead. So a bitch drove all the way down to Homestead for that Zozo, okay? I drove from Orlando to Homestead. That's what? Almost 6 hours. Almost 6 hours for that dick. I mean, for the Zozo. And he acted like he just did not want to see me, like, but he did end up coming to see me, and we spent some time together, and it was good. It was good, y'all. It was good. Um, and then he just told me, like, he kept it real with me, and he let me know that, it just wasn't gonna work out, because he had such and such going on and such things going on, and he didn't want me involved in it. When he realized how much he really cared about me and how much he liked me, he just realized that it wasn't gonna work, and I took it for what it was. I'm a Capricorn, so I really don't. I can detach pretty easily. It was hard detaching from the Zozo. Like, I detached from him easy. Like, that was no problem. But the Zozo, I had withdrawals. I was scratching, and like I had issues, but I got over it eventually, because he just stopped answering my calls and everything. Like, yeah, that was that. But I later found out that he didn't want to fuck with me no more, because he ended up being a pimp, y'all. He was a pimp, and he didn't want to pimp me out. So, like, he realized that I was a sweet girl, and he didn't want to turn me out. So can we give it up for my Haitian Zozo who didn't pimp me out? Playing in Miami will get you fucked up. You better know what the fuck you doing before you go down there. This is my little to all y'all girls out there, be careful. Like, I had angels around me. So y'all might not have angels around y'all, and y'all might get trapped. Unfortunately, fortunately, that was not my case. I did not get trapped, and he really cared about me, so he spared me. He spared this good pussy. He didn't want everybody in this mix. Thank you, my Haitian Zoe. Thank you. Moving on. to the camera guy. So let me tell y'all about the camera guy. The camera guy, I met him on the dating site, child. I met him on the dating site, and he was older. Now I do like older men. I do not discriminate. I love a little salt and pepper. Okay, whether it's in your goatee, your mustache, your pubic hair. Put a little salt and a little pepper there. You feel me? I like a little season. I don't like nothing without no season. We don't do that over here. So I will occasionally have me a little, you know. So anywho, I met him on the dating site, and he pulls up. He was like, "Let's meet at the restaurant." I can't say his name. So he's a realtor in Orlando, and very handsome guy. He pulls up in his little Benz, and we at the restaurant. The restaurant is disgusting, but I pulled up because I was like, let me just meet him, talk to him, get to know him or whatever. And we pull up to the restaurant, and the waitress was like, "Hey, can I seat you?" I was like, "I'm actually here to meet somebody. He's probably already here, tall, handsome, dark skinned, salt and pepper." She said, "Salt and pepper, bitch?" I said, "Yes, bitch." She was like, "Oh, he at the bar." I said, "Well, take me to the bar. Take me to my man, child. Take me to my man." And she took me to the bar where he was, and he was like, "Hey, Portia." I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you." And he hugged me. He was very nice. He was a gentleman. We sat at the bar. We ordered our drinks and we ordered our food, and he was like, "I do this, I do that." And everything started off so great, y'all. Everything was great. Until this nigga was like, "What you do for a living?" I said, "I'm a nail tech, and I do nails." And he was like, "Oh, let me see some of your work." So, I don't think nothing of it. I pull up my Instagram, Queen of Bling. I show him my Instagram, and he was like, "You got that many followers?" Bitch. I was like, he cannot be doing this right now. And he was like, "I can't believe you got that many followers. What did you do to get the followers?" And then he was like, "Wait, let me go back and look. Let me go back and look at your Instagram, your quality of your pictures." And he started going through my camera roll. He was like, "Oh my God, what camera do you use? What app are you using? Are you using CapCut and such?" And I'm just sitting there like, the fuck is going on? You don't want my pussy? The fuck? Like, you talk about some damn what? Bitch, I was so fucking lost. I was so lost. And he was like, and then we ordered appetizers, so the appetizers came out. Mind you, he's still on Instagram. He was like, the appetizers came out, and we're, tasting the appetizers. But this man is stuck on my Instagram. Stuck. And I'm eating. I think I had like a chip and dip type of shrimp, something. I don't know. So I'm trying to pick up a shrimp with the chip. Here he go talking about some. Can you show me how you He hands me his phone. "Can you show me how you upload pictures and stuff, and what you use on Instagram?" And I'm like, "Yo, we're on a date. We're like literally on a date. Now, if you want to turn this into a business meeting where you got to pay, I will push these motherfucking shrimp dip chips to the side, and we could talk business. But we on a date." And he sits the phone right in front of my food and wants me to upload. So of course I know, y'all probably watching this saying, "Girl, I would have laughed. I would have dip." But bitch, I had to get the story for y'all. So I stayed. So anywho, I pushed my plate to the side and I entertained the foolishness, of course. And I uploaded the picture. I did all the stuff right. And I hit upload. This man got so many views within a little second, and he was just flabbergasted. This man world was like, you would have thought his salad was tossed. The way this man just was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God." Like, "Oh my God, what did you do? Like, show me what you did." So I was just like, this cannot be happening to me. I was like, "Well, I use this, and this is how you do. And, if you're a realtor, then you have to be more interactive with your followers. Like, you can't just be like, this the house." Like, I was watching his videos, and he was just like, "Hey, y'all, welcome to Florida. This is a house in Florida. This the house." And then, like, you mad because you only got 2 people watching your shit or 2 people liking your shit. I'm like, go through the house, point at stuff. Don't the realtors do that? They do that, right? He wasn't doing none of that shit. I was like, you ain't gonna never sell a house, nigga. You can't sell a tree. You gotta be able to. And then at this point, I'm doing all of that, and I'm like, yeah, I ain't getting paid. Bitch, you ain't getting paid. But you sitting up here giving this nigga pointers. And bitch, you on a date. You on a date. So he was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do that next time. And then I just happened to look over in his phone. This man is taking notes. He's writing everything I'm saying down. Like, if we was in an interview or if we was talking business, I would be so proud that everything I was saying he was writing down. Like, dope. But anywho, he was like, the food ended up coming out, and then like we had big plates, so he was like, we should just go to a table, and I was like, yeah, let's go to a table. So it felt like he kind of started re-engaging with me about dinner and dating or whatever. So we sit at the table, and he was like, oh, so besides nails, what you like to do? And I was like, oh, I like to chill at home. And he was like, chill at home and do what? Make content? What? No, chill at home and watch TV. What? And he was like, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm gonna be right back. So he leaves me at the table, right? The food is out. We already got our main platters. The food is out. He leaves me at the table. I'm thinking this Negro is going to the bathroom. Why he comes back with a full case of cameras. He comes back with a case, and he sits it on the table. He moves his plate out the way, and bitch moves my plate out the way too. Like, excuse me, I was eating that. And he says, I just want to show you this camera. This camera is like you, and he puts the tripod in the middle of the table where our food was. And he starts connecting things and doing all this shit. And I'm like, bitch, we on a date. And he's putting his camera up, and the camera is like, the tripod is going straight up, right? And he hooks the camera on, and he was like, now if you get up and you walk over there, the camera gonna follow you. Get up, get up, get up. And I'm like, no, nigga, I'm not getting up. What the fuck? We on a date. I keep saying we on a date. Like, we on a date. And he really wants me to get up so the camera can follow me. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna get up. You know, I'm acting shy. I'm acting shy. And I'm not shy. I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck is you doing? You should have been left. And he is so intrigued by this camera following you around, and oh, it got this many pixels, and he telling me the stats of the camera. I don't give a fuck about the stats of this camera. I don't know shit about the camera. Only camera I work is my iPhone camera, and I barely know how to work that. So he was just so gung-ho on his camera. By that time, I finished eating. He's still talking about the camera. He ain't touched his food. This man has not touched his food. And he playing with the camera, he uploading. He's, I'm trying to do this video how you did the last video. I just want to make sure I get all this in while you here. So when he said that, I'm like, while I'm here, that means you ain't gonna see me no more, right? Is that not what it was given? Like, while you're here, like, I'm not gonna see you no more, so I need to get all the information I need to get while you're here. Is what it was given. I was like, well, I tried to bring the conversation back. I was like, well, are you dating? Are you interested in dating anybody? And he was like, yeah, when I got time. And I was like, oh, okay, well, when do you have time? Like, he was just like, whenever I make time, he was like, and look at this camera, look at this. And I was just like, you know what? I give up. He obviously not interested in me. He gay. He got to be gay. Because at this point, all this ass, you see all this ass in the I was cute. Oh, I was real cute. I had a new dress from Fashion Nova on. Don't wasted my motherfucking dress on this nigga. Had a new dress. I had some new flip-flops. My nails was done. And you talking about some motherfucking cameras. I was just over it at this point. And the waitress came, and she just looking at she looking at the camera like, what the fuck is going on here? And she looked at me, she gave me that eye like, bitch, blink twice if you need help. And I wanted to blink twice because, bitch, get me the fuck out of here. Bring the check, ho. Bring the check. Expeditiously bring the check so we can go. So she ended up bringing the check, and he was just like, oh, Portia, it was so nice to meet you, and I really enjoyed my time with you. And I'm like, you did? You did? Okay, cool. And he hugged me, and that he just drove off like everything, like it was the perfect date. Like, it was the perfect date to him. And then I'm getting in my car and I'm driving off. I get a call from him. You know what this man told me? He called me. He was like, hey, Portia, I really enjoyed the day. And, I don't want you to think I don't like you. And I was like, you don't want me to think you don't like me? And he's like, I don't want you to think I don't like you, but, you just not my type. And I was like, oh, okay. Your type got dick, don't it? That's what I wanted to say, but I ain't saying it to that man. He was just like, you not my type, because bitch, what's not your type? Like, what? Like, what? Me? But I'm not everybody flavor. He probably like white girls. I don't know. So I'm probably not his type. But why go on a date with me? You knew I wasn't your type when you saw me on the app. Right? I don't know what it was. That baffled me. So that was the camera guy, y'all. What an experience. Like, I can't believe I sat through that. But the camera guy, he was really, really handsome. And to the next girl that date him, bitch, run far, because he gonna be recording every fucking thing that you do, because he trying to get the pixels right. He trying to get everything right, bitch. He do not want to eat your pussy. He don't want to do it. He ain't trying to give you no dick. He ain't trying to do none of that, bitch. Run from the camera guy. And if you see my Haitian Zoe in Miami, run from his ass too, because he a pimp. Okay, he gonna sell that cat. Okay, he don't want it. He gonna sell it. That's my advice for this episode. Y'all, thank you for tuning in to Dating a Porsche. It's been nice. Bye.